Hey, what's up guys? SkillsWG here, and today we are going to be doing an orb guide tutorial from what I have learned playing orb, and I have dusk to level 25. So, we're going to go over kind of what I think about how to play orb and what the moves do. We're going to go over each move. We're going to go over string potential, offstage, and all sorts of things that I can think of. So, without further ado, let's get into light attacks. Alright, so orb neutral light, very good light attack, right? It's very good, it's just really quick and hits right in front of you. It doesn't hit behind you, it's stacked but does not hit directly behind you. So if you do like this, it does not hit behind you, even though it looks like it does. It does not, but it hits pretty much stacked and pretty far away. I just think it's similar to neutral light of unarmed and gauntlets. You know, pretty long time attack, but it just hits in front of you. You know, it's at low health. You can try to counter up with something else. But neutral light is just more of a quick punish tool. So if someone does a move, you can dash in neutral light. Because side light, which is our next one, which is like this, is a lot longer to hit in my opinion. So you can dash in and do this, but you could have they could move out of there when you can dash in and do neutral light. It's a quicker one, right? But the thing here is that side light has the follow-ups, right? Has the follow-ups. So side light is just a sweeping motion across the ground. Another good thing to do with side light is gravity cancel it like that because it hits below you. So if someone's below you, you can do a quick gravity cancel like that and continue into a string after that. But I don't always do that. So all off the ground, punish tool. Like I said, it's not as quick as the neutral light, but you have follow-ups afterwards, so it just depends on the situation. Down light is now your favorite tool. At least it is my favorite tool, right? It's a great way to approach. It's a great way to counter. It's just a great way to anti-air. Just the move in general is very good. And all the time after down light, a neutral air is pretty much the thing to do afterwards. But yeah, you got the down light to neutral air combo, just like so, followed up by down light. But also, it's a very good tool to approach because if you try to do something like this and they go for like a side light, a lot of times the jump will just straight up miss you. So even if you miss them, it'll miss you also at the same time, and you can counter with an attack. So obviously mix it up, but use downlight a lot when you're going for people, especially if they start jumping a lot. You can just go like that at them, and they will, because it makes you jump and because the movement is pretty good, you will probably dodge their attack and hit them if anything, because the attack of the height of the attack is actually pretty high, right up about there. It's pretty good. I mean, that's at least a full jump away, which is pretty good in my opinion. Now we have neutral air. Neutral air is a very good juggle tool. If you have them in the air jumping, like it's just kind of like a downlight is, a neutral air will help you hit them in the air when they're jumping. And you can like spam this a lot. So if people are in the air a lot, you just keep hitting the neutral air, boom. It's a very good move. I don't do this all the time because it's not that big of a hitbox. But like you saw there, neutral light to recovery is pretty good. Now side air is probably your finishing tool a lot of the time. Side air is very good. It's just good overall. Hits all the way around you. It's pretty powerful move. This is at 0%, but let's put them at like 130. And they just go launched off the side. You can do this. It is a true combo after side light at any health, if I can do it right. Just like that. So you could do, if they're in kill percentage and you hit them with side light, true combo, and they're not quite dead, but it's your best tool of killing, especially if you're close to the side there. I need to work out my true combo there. There you go. So it's a kill combo at 200, which is quite a bit, but it's still a kill combo either way, and especially if you're off on the side. This works with a gravity cancel side light to side air. That's more in the strings though. That's more in the strings. We'll get to the strings later. Either way, side air is a very good tool to use for just kill combo, especially off the stage. Right, like you're lower health and they're on the stage. Side air is a very good tool. Down air has been buffed quite a bit since before. It's quicker. Here's the cool thing about the down air, right? Down air kind of reminds me of bow. It's just a little slower. It's that angle, right? But here's the cool thing about down air. It's a really good attack, especially off stage. Off stage is very good. But the ball has different effects on different areas, okay? So if you throw the ball down onto the ground, like that, you see how it bounces up? That's an effect and it will hit them when it bounces up too. So you got to know that you can bounce off the ground there, just like so, and it will attack. And then also, if you do it real close to the ground, if you do a down air real close to the ground, you can see your character actually uses his hand to jump off the ground. So if you do it real close here, look at this. He jumps off the ground and then fires it, right? It's a really cool tool. Boom. All kinds of different effects to go for, which is why this is one of the coolest parts of the weapon right here. Same thing with the wall. Bounces off the wall here. I'm dead. So when you are edge guarding somebody, you can also bounce it off the wall. Not a huge deal, right? It's not a huge deal when it comes to bouncing off the wall, but it does bounce, and it does get some people sometimes. So edge guarding, we'll talk more about that. But that's some of the cool things that happen with Orb's down air. All right, recovery. We have a cool just spin move. Reminds me of Qatar recovery. In fact, it's actually a kill move. It's actually a kill move because it has pretty good power and damage to it. It's a good thing to use after downlight. Right, I do a downlight neutral air recovery. Boom, almost dead. I mean, if you had more damage on them, then it would be. But you could, especially if they're doing this and hitting them in the air, you can do recovery to kill. So, especially, and if they're jumping a lot. Like, a lot of people jump in this game. So, use that recovery to kill them. If they're at, like, high percent damage, you know. Just kind of spam it. Don't really spam it, but also go for the reads. Recover, and it'll kill them. It's a pretty good attack, in my opinion. Now we have ground pound. Very cool move. Probably one of the better ground pounds in the game because it just goes like this, and you have to let go. And it will shoot below you, right? When you're on the ground, it'll stop you. I'm holding the button. It'll stop you right here, right? So if you ever hold the button, it'll stop you right there automatically, okay? But off the edge, you have to let go, and it'll shoot your orb down. Makes it one of the better ground pounds because you are not even close to getting hit at the bottom there. But it takes a little bit to get used to. You gotta get used to the ground pound. Alright, there's a few ways to approach with this weapon. Now, approaching in general is kind of like, if you have general approach rules where you can bait out, attack, dash in, dash back, but this is mostly focused on this weapon here. So let's focus on the weapon. Like I've said before, downlight is a very good tool to approach with because it hits in the air, it hits on ground, and it has a string potential follow-up after that. And also, if they try to go at you with a neutral light, they will lose or miss you, and so you can keep hitting them afterwards. So neutral light is a very common one that I use, so you can use that as approach, but make sure you just don't spam it too, because then they'll get used to it. Now, obviously, side light is an approach tool, but the thing is with side light, you have to be very careful with side light. Okay, don't keep using it. It doesn't have that great of range. It's not that quick. It's nothing too amazing. So it's not something that you can use all the time. I would always prefer downlight versus side light right at this time. But side light has the more combo. So I would suggest using side light more as a punish tool than I would a approach tool, I guess you could say. So when you do this, like if they attack you and backdash, if you go for the dash back, then you could do this and try to come into a string, something like that. You can use it sometimes. Don't just not use it, but also be wary that it is kind of slow and certain attacks will just straight up beat it out. Now, the long range kind of approach that I do a lot is jump down air, like so. Right? So the jump down air is very, very good. I don't do it as much as I probably should in game because it doesn't have like, you have to be kind of more precise with this kind of jump. So it's a dash. You gotta do a dash jump, right? So if you guys know how to do dash jump, you just dash jump and then do a down air right after that. Now it's a little bit more long range attacking, and you can do some good follow-ups with it too. But like even that was a true combo there. But like I said, it's gonna be more precise, but also because you're in the air, there's a lot better chance that you will not get hit by certain moves if they're trying to aggress you at the same time or so. So practice some of that as some different ways to approach, And I think those are some pretty good approach tools. Also, jumping and side airing is pretty good because the bottom of the side air, the bottom of the side air starts first. So if you're going in, you're probably going to hit them first if you're lower like that. See how I was still above them and I still hit the side air? So if you're in the air, side air is a good way to go besides down air, because like I said, down air is more of a off-stage tool in my opinion. And it's a little bit harder to use on stage besides like approaching like that. Alright, so here we go. We have the string portion. This is probably the more fun portion because this is where you actually do damage to the person and so on and so forth. So we kind of went through like the light attacks and everything. We know some of the strings, but we're going to go over all the strings right now. And there's true combos that I'll show you first, and then strings after that people generally do, okay? So side light to down air, down light, side light to down light, and side light to side air is true. So side light to side air, you have to do side light, jump, side air, like that. And it's true at all percentages, or all health, whatever you call it, every color. And also side light to down light is also true, if I can do it right, just like that. Side light to down light can also do follow up, which is a string after that, to jump, neutral air. And then that's a 2-frame, which is still dodgeable, but sometimes hard to dodge, followed by side air after that. See if I can get this. There, 2 and a 3. Very good string, especially if they just dodged. They may be able to jump out of that, I'm not sure. But if you do it right, it's really, really quick. And very good damage. One of the harder strings to hit is, it's not really that hard to hit, but it only works at low health, like really low, like yellow or under, is the dash jump down air, followed by side light, neutral, down light, I think. Can't remember that. There's a true one, even there, that was side air. But that's the one I was trying to go. There we go. See, there's the string right there. Down light, side air. True combo all the way. Only at low health because that down air would hit him further at higher health there. And it's a good damage. Got him the orange from that. There you go. Another one. Another one. Very good. You also can do, after side light, you can do down light, of course, to do more of a continued combo if you want. Just like that. So, like, your general string is going to be side light, down light, neutral air, side air, right? That's your general string. It doesn't always work. Sometimes after side light to down light, I like to do jump down air backwards, because if they dodge in and down, which happens quite a bit, I think just straight up in might work. So let's see if we can have them dodge in, which would be left for me right now. Yeah, like that. Oh, look at that. True combo there. If they dodge in, if they're dodging in, something like that will work too. But I like to do a lot of reverse down airs because it tends to hit a lot of people if they dodge in certain directions. Okay, for another string, down light, I think we talked about this already a couple times, but down light neutral air is like, especially if you continue to aggress with the down light and they hit them underneath you, always do neutral air right after it. No jump afterwards, just straight up neutral air, and it will almost always true combo at all health, except for if it's like certain situations. Well, that one works too. I think if it's too close, it might not work. Yeah, if you're too close with it, it might not work. So, but most of the time, just kind of throw it out. There's not really too much of a reason not to. You're almost always probably going to hit them with the outer part. So do a neutral afterwards, always help. And then after that, something I like to do sometimes is recover. Because recovery will hit, especially if they choose to dodge a certain direction. So let's try to have them dodge in again, right? Do that again here. Something like that. It'll hit him. Because he's trying to dodge in here, right? So just like that. Easy peasy. First try. So we have a very, very specific string. It's a true combo, actually. But it only works when you hit like the far out edge of the arc there of your downlight. And it's downlight to gravity cancel, side light to side air. It's true, but it's very specific where you hit it. And if you don't hit it, you will you will just miss every time. There you go, just like that. But it's very specific on hitting the outside of the person. Even that was way too close. See how specific it needs to be? Like, it's very close to being like frame perfect. And it's very hard to hit, but it's possible, as you can tell there. It is possible to get that perfect frame. I don't suggest going for it a lot. A lot of times, if you're gonna just hit this person, you're just gonna do a neutral air afterwards, because it is more damage to do it the other way, the far away like that. But you're also gonna miss a lot more. So it's probably better to do damage like that, and just go for strings after the neutral air after that, like this. Go for some strings or something like that. Than it is to try to go for the full damage and then hit them far away. So sometimes after you hit a neutral light, it just kind of hits them forward a little bit, especially at lower health. I like to follow up with a chase dodge, down air, or down light, sorry. So doing a chase dodge, down light, and it's kind of depends on where they go, but the chase dodge and the jump of the down light really helps to keep you out of position of getting harmed quite a bit, and also it hits them into a chance to do down light neutral air, right? So if you just like that, but they will dodge left or right or something like that. So try to get where they will dodge left or right. You can also do a double chase dodge, just like that, and try to get used to where they're gonna go, because a lot of times people try to jump out of attacks, and so this will hit their jump, right? Either way they go. I do this quite frequently and hit people quite a bit. So after neutral or after side, you know, it's just mostly just neutral is what I do. And then you got a combo like that, because they either dodge, they jump, you hit them in the air. If you hit them in the air, say they're jumping, let's see, we just want you just to jump here. If they jump in the air, because usually when you do a down light, you hit them below you, it'll spike down. But when they're in the air, they'll hit you up higher. Just go for a recovery after that, or even a jump nair, right? When they're high in the air like this, because you will also hit people a lot with down light that are in the air like that. So I would suggest go for recovery afterwards, something like that, or another neutral air. Alright, let's do some edge guarding with this thing, okay? So edge guarding is pretty okay with the orb. It has the down light or down air on either direction, side of you, and the ground pound. Side air is also a pretty good tool off the edge, so make sure you use that. If they try to dodge through you or attack, go in a down air, you can use a side air. It's kind of a work on seeing which way they're going to go. If they're going to go away from you or towards the edge. Okay, some people like to recover way out here, and then some people like to get to the edge as quickly as possible. There's a couple things you can do. While you're falling down, if they're below you, you can try to figure out which way they're going to go. You see he was going to go towards the stage there, the bot was. You can do a reverse turnaround. Now that wasn't obviously, that was on the stage, but you could do a reversal, because if they dodge towards you like that, you'll hit them with the side down air like that. You can also do multiple of the same ones, because people will panic jump like that. I've done that multiple times where they just jump right back into it. And then if they are ledge, go into the ledge really quick. You can obviously ground pound right next to the edge, down like this, which is an easy one. But another thing you could do is the dash off the stage, reverse down air, sorry. I always get those confused, but like that. So if they're coming to the stage, especially on this little one right here, this down air hits like all this area. Hits all the place the person could be right here. So if they're going to go for that, chase dodge, down air like that, like so. It'll hit the guy going right to the stage. So that is another great option to do off against people. Don't do everything too much. They might learn that you're going to go for the edge. And then so if people are starting to dodge this, right, they're going on the outside, you can do the same thing, but facing away. So it also hits them on this side of you. It gives a pretty open area below you there, so it's not like perfect, and it's not like super easy to edge guard with this weapon, but it is something that you can work on. And you gotta kind of do it a little bit different. There we go. Just like that. Simple as that. And then you can do a double. You can do a jump down air after that. Like that. Get them when they're trying to panic jump on up. Hard to show you when I don't have it exactly. Look at that. Perfect. Edge guarded right there. Some people like to, after you side air them up here, they like to fall down here. So sometimes after a side air, I like to follow with a down air. Like side air here and follow with a down air down here. Because sometimes they'll fall down and then they'll get hit into your down air and they'll go way off the stage on here. Make them really hard to recover. Well guys, I think that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully it came out okay. I'm not the best at explaining things. I'm not a tutorial master or anything. I just know that I have had a lot of experience with ORB so far and wanted to get some ideas that I have out there. Obviously there's not everything in the video. There's not all the true combos in the game. There's not all the best strats or anything like that. But for right now, this is what I got. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it worked out okay. And if you did enjoy it, hit the like button. And if you really enjoyed it and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.